it'll be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. There's a short one caught by Johnson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Give up the middle, Scatteroo. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing his dart. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he will have a Giants 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw, Dart. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
That's another Giants 1st down.
An inside run to Scatteroo. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Dart. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Timberwolves.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Dart. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium.
To the air, Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll give it to Scantlebury. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Let's go now. 72.
Dart going to look to throw here. He'll try and do this himself.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
For this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The slot man in motion right.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this pass broken up. All time there, and now 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Odafe Oweh.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Now a toss left side for Scatterbury.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
29-yard line.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Here we go, shot.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Scatterbury.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Javon Kinlaw.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Scatterbury.
Well, he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
24. Commanders 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hill's going to keep it.
He's going to fire one, corner the end zone. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
On the ground, it's Scatterbury to start the drive.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Again, it's Scatterbury.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
There on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
19.
Now Daniels. He'll try